right, we're back. Cross
Okay.
country international episode.
We're trying to do this together. So on the count of 3, ready? We're going to say,
whoa.
well,
Okay,
we're just going to go with
we're
it.
gonna go for whatever we feel in our hearts. You say,
Okay, 1.
hold on. Are you counting off or am I?
This is
Okay,
so
you count.
bad.
You count off. You count off.
And we go after the 3.
We'll do what's in our hearts.
Okay.
On
1,
3.
2, 3. Hey, everybody!
Welcome to the mess hall
With Andrew Youngblood and Jamie Rowan.
All right, that was bad.
That was not in tandem at all.
I think well, we said 2 different things. I got hair everywhere. I don't like, it's better when we record because I can't see. I'm looking at myself is very distracting, and I keep getting attacked by fuzzies that are just floating all over my house.
It's kind of magical. It looks like you're in in a snowstorm.
Oh, I'm in my office. Look how dusty this dresser is. This little drawer of batteries.
I'm in a room of the Airbnb.
Oh, nice. It looks good. I like it. I can't wait. Next week I'll be here.
That's going to be your room.
This room? You're in my room.
Yeah, I'm in your room.
Why is the bed messed up?
Because my brother is here, but the maids come, oh God, that
you
sounds so awful.
God, you're so rich and white. It's disgusting.
The people come tomorrow, so
yeah,
you'll be fine.
That's fun. Oh, are you excited about our battle?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like roast battles. I know that you're not supposed to say that, but
I don't like them either.
Eh.
I'm not great at being. I can be mean for sure, but
yeah,
I don't.
Me too.
I don't like to be mean to the people I love.
Well, I wrote some stuff for you already, so you can be mean.
Wow, you want to shoot one? Give me a little preview.
Nah.
Wow, that's fucked. I have nothing. I got nothing.
I have to do way more. I just found out who else is in it, so I have to write for everyone.
We have to write for everybody? Wait, I thought it was just us.
That's assuming you get to so there are 3 rounds in this roast battle. So for those of you that are in Houston on September 8th?
Yeah, I think that's right.
It's a fun show. Our friend Will Loden hosts it, right? I think he'll be hosting. And then it's at Rudyard's British Pub on Waugh. It's a good time. So there are 3 rounds. People battle each other. Second round, there's an audience member, and you have to off the cuff roast.
I think I'll be better at that than I will be for writing for you. I don't love there's a lot of pressure, and you don't want to be obvious with it, but it's not just a roast battle. It's a you look like roast battle, which is very just physical appearance kind of, Yeah.
And so it makes it less fun.
Yes, because if it was a regular roast battle, I think I could write really well for you. But now all I got is Karen bullshit, and everyone knows that's coming.
Yeah,
so it's
I knew that was coming.
There's nothing else appearance wise. You're lucky. I'm a fat slob. You get to go after me for being
not
fat.
Anymore, not really.
I got bigger tits and than you. Things like that.
Did you can write yours for me if you want.
Oh, I'd be really good at it.
Okay. I'd be good at mine, I think, too.
Yeah. Well, let's just roast ourselves.
Let's roast ourselves and then give them to each other.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We're cheating.
Maybe we'll share next
we'll also let's post this on the Patreon. We'll film it.
Yeah, we'll post a little thing on the Patreon, and we should try to, as cringe as it is, post some Mexico City stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna. I'm okay. I'm bringing I got a new camera, new set. I'm not bringing my camera. I'm bringing the cell phone setup. It's easier. But I'm bringing it. We're going to record some eps. Maybe we'll find a nice place in the park to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Outside seems stupid, but we'll figure it out. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Did you have anything planned for us? My friend's coming. He's not staying with you, but
Do I know him?
Well, we did hang out with him the other night. My friend Sean, he's going to come for a couple. He has friends in Mexico City, and he's like, "You're there. I'm looking for an excuse to come." So he's going to come for at least a couple of the days.
Love it. I met him just that one time, but I can tell he's going to love it. So I will say, I just want to warn you. So anybody who follows me might already know, I got to the Airbnb and it's
the cold water. You're very upset. You're complaining, white lady.
No, I'm not complaining. It's just it's an older building. There's some older building things about it, but we're surviving. Milton's happy. He went to the vet.
I'm
He's
letting you know right now, I'm looking behind you and it looks pretty goddamn good. I might get some dental work while I'm there. Maybe get this I need a replacement.
I'm not joking. Jeremy last year had an infection in his gums. He went to the dentist that's 2 blocks away from us. They're amazing here. They were like, gave him antibiotics. He took those for 2 days and then he went to a periodontist and they scooped out of the back of his gums, like way deep in there was a little popcorn kernel.
What? That's
Isn't
pretty
that
wild.
disgusting?
It is gross. He should brush his teeth better.
Teeth
How
stuff
do,
are the
how do you
are the
miss a whole kernel?
I mean, popcorn's delicious. It just like wedged its way in there.
Yeah, I had this one pulled. This is actually like 2 years ago. I was about to go on tour. I almost canceled the whole damn thing because I was putting off this pain I kept having. I used to have this like I would take if I was drinking hot or cold, whatever temperature, it would fucking shoot pain through my whole brain. And then anytime I bit on something wrong, it fucking would kill me. I went to my buddy's wedding and I remember having to leave the wedding early because I was just in too much pain. And then I was just drinking and putting drugs on it to numb it. And then finally I go to an emergency dentist here and the first one goes, "Oh, it's your wisdom teeth." And I'm like, "I just don't think it's my wisdom teeth. I'm pretty sure it's this tooth right here." And then they did an x-ray of it and they're like, "How'd you see that crack?" I had a crack in my tooth and I had it for a long time. I remember exactly when I had done it. I'd had this crack for a year at least. And so finally it got infected enough where everything I did just shot pain, shot pain. So they shot up my mouth, numbed me out, and they ripped my tooth out. They like broke it in pieces and pulled it out. And I remember
Yeah.
when they pulled it out, I could smell it. I could smell something. I go, "What the hell is that smell?" And they're like, "That's your tooth." And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And they're like, "Well, you've had this little crack in your tooth, and over the year or however long it's been, food, spit, all this other stuff is leaked in there. So basically, you've had a trash can of food in your gums for fucking ever, and it came. Oh, it's the worst smelling thing I ever had. Oh,
That is
I
so gnarly. Were you going on dates during this time?
no, I believe I had a girlfriend at the time.
And she just lived with your halitosis mouth.
Well, it didn't smell because it was locked in there, you know? It
Men
didn't
are
smell
so, this
until
is why she didn't tell you like you need to go earlier. Men just like ride with this shit. I feel like you could have gone in like immediately when you had pain.
well, I didn't know, I thought it was just a cavity at first. And I was like, "Oh, I can put that off a little bit, blah, 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 but I've never had a cavity, so I should have known better. How's
Yeah,
Mexico? What's up with that? What are you doing?
it's great. They're
Ate
just
some
like funny
food
little
and
things. I love the menu translations into English. It's hilarious. There's like strange flavored chicken was one yesterday. Uh,
strange flavored chicken. That's what it was
beef
called.
beef vacuum. Yeah, they're just trying to
Uh,
figure it out, the English translations. So that's been fun trying to figure out what we're eating. But the food here is amazing. You're gonna love it. Yeah, and
when I
just
buy it.
drinking a lot, drinking so
Yeah,
much.
it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get very drunk. I'm gonna
I
get to
feel
see
like
your husband without his hair.
yeah,
Uh,
he cut it off.
I
He cut off
know.
the hair, and
I don't
he'll
think I'll
be.
like him as much.
Are you coming on a Thursday? In on Thursday?
I'll tell you right now. United. Come on, United. Here
I'm
we
vamping.
go. Doot, 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 doot,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
doot. I'm coming on Wednesday, the 23rd.
Okay, that's better. Then we can go to a Mike Wednesday night if you want.
A mic, huh? We
You
we
don't
can't
have to.
we can't get on a show. We got shows
There,
down there.
there,
Is there
there aren't.
anything?
I gave you so Friday we were on a show at this same little place where there's a mic.
Oh,
It's
so we are
either
doing a show on Friday.
a teeny tiny little show where we're doing 10 minutes
I'm cool with that.
or the other option that I gave you, which you turned
I
down.
did turn down. I'm a pussy. I shouldn't have. I was next time. Next time I'll do it.
Explain to the people what it was.
Well, here's why I didn't want to do it is because I have no confidence in my ability to draw a crowd there in Mexico. And now I think it'd probably be fine because a lot of times in towns like this, just the fact that I'm American will get a little bit of a crowd in. But they wanted us to pay ahead, like, right?
I think that you misread that. I think he said you're gonna get a minimum of $250 no matter what.
Well, then I would have done it. I thought it was I had to pay $250 to rent the place out.
No, I believe I have to go back and look at it, but I believe, unless I misread it, but I believe it was you have to you have to promote it as well. We'll promote it, but you're gonna make you're gonna get a minimum of $250 either way.
Well,
but they were giving us 90 minutes to fill, which is
that would have been fine. I mean,
it's a lot.
We could have found a local or two to open up. You could have done 30 and I would have done 45.
There's the guy here. If he's at the show on Friday, you'll meet some local comics that are great. Yeah,
I wish I would have known that. I totally would have done it. I didn't want to risk losing money while I was there.
I feel like you're lying on this thing.
No, if we could still do it. If I get $250, I'll do it. I'm actually, you know what? I might as well pitch it while we're doing it. I'm September 23rd and 24th. I am headlining at the Laughing Tap in Milwaukee. Should be very fun. It's my first big headlining weekend, baby. And so, I totally would have done this Mexico shit.
That's so exciting. Well, and can you?
You know, the beautiful thing about if you bomb in Mexico is you just like, oh, it's a language thing.
Like they'll never see me again.
Yeah.
I actually have some Mexico City stuff from last year and stuff I'm working on about gentrification, because that's a big thing with Americans that come here, how we're fucking everything up.
Yeah, look at you.
You know how, so last year, everything was really inexpensive. And actually, right before we came and lived here last year, the LA Times had this big article that was like, Americans ruining Mexico City, like locals don't want you to come or something. That was literally like in July, and then we went in August. But we've been coming here for years, and we fell in love with it like 10 years ago. But we also, our Spanish is terrible. Like I get really confident when I'm drunk.
Oh,
and then I do the accent and everything. Oh, by the way, I did prepare a statement that I just wanted to read, because we were talking about a statement. Get ready for it.
No, what are we doing here?
Listen to, I have to do it, okay?
Because why?
I'm gonna read it.
We haven't discussed this at all.
Yeah, we're not. You can take it out if you want, but I feel the need to say it. So just.
All right, this statement is from you and nobody else. We're not involved.
It's not from the mess hall. This is from Jamie Rowan.
A statement
week.
Wait, can we guess what it's about?
Sure.
All right. I think it's about advice we gave to married people.
Wrong. Ben, you have a guess?
I'm guessing that you are butchering the language over there and offending everybody you talk to.
Well, I did something on last week's, obviously not last week, but last week's episode. So just listen.
Oh, was it when you said the N-word?
Last week. It was that. Tune in, you guys. No, I never did. Now hush, be quiet.
I don't want to.
Last week, I, a Jewish girl from the Midwest, did something that is usually reserved for men in boat shoes and Patagonia vests named Chet. I was speaking in English when out of nowhere, I, like many ass hats and douchebags before me, I said a word in an accent. The word was reggaeton, but I chose to say reggaeton. Did you listen to me on the podcast?
No, I did not. Why? Did people yell at you about this?
Yeah. I mean, people in person that I knew.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay, your husband yelled at you for it.
I just wanted to say, like, he made so much fun of me. So I just want to say that I'm deeply sorry for anybody I hurt or anybody that was affected.
Oh, come on. I think it's fine. I think you should say it in blackface.
It was so cringy. I can't believe, like, I don't have this much recording of myself. Even my sets, I don't record nearly enough. And just hearing me say that, you really realize who you are through this podcast.
Yeah, we've. I think everyone knows who you are now, and they love it.
I get so much hate. By the way, can we talk about Footgate and how I think I need medical attention.
Well, someone are pointing out some bunions, some plantar you got some. Let's see those bad boys again. Are they out?
Yeah, well, I have tennis shoes on because I'm gonna go work out. But is bunion? I genuinely, if there are doctors that
put your foot up there.
I feel
You
like
got a
we don't have-
protruding knuckle or
I
something?
feel like we don't have any doctors out there.
This has
that
become a
probably
foot
listen to this.
podcast. Come on,
Hold
yeah.
on.
There's no way a doctors listen to us. Come on.
Okay.
Let's see this nasty thing.
Okay, I think they mean.
Oh God!
Wait. Can you see?
Oh yeah, they're talking about. I just pointed like they could see. Yeah, I think they're looking
It's very hard to move my leg in that
it
direction.
pushes out a little bit. You got a little bit of a push out.
So what does that mean? It doesn't hurt.
I don't think it's a bunion. I think it's something though. You should go. At the very least, it's something you should be insecure about.
But if it's a bone, what do I do? I can't shave it down.
No, I think it's just something you just got to deal with. My grandma had bunions. You and my grandma, very similar.
Are there plastic surgeons for feet?
Yeah, you're in Mexico. You might as well get it checked out.
Oh yeah, I could get some weird shit down here.
Yeah. It's everything's so cheap in Mexico. I love it. I can't wait.
I could buy the foot of a, younger, hotter person.
Yeah, you could. That's a little fucked up. Oh, you froze again. You're back. This Mexico, this Mexico internet is really not great.
I'm sorry.
What is this dial up you're on?
I don't know what it is. Well, are you sad that we can't do Are you sad we can't do a mess hall OnlyFans anymore? Because apparently my feet are fucked up.
We can do an OnlyFans.
We'll do a
OnlyFans is getting into comedy, so just a matter of time.
Oh yeah, someone released a special on OnlyFans.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. There's roasts going on. Whitney Cummings is involved in a lot of it. Zod just recorded an OnlyFans set. There's some works about some other people doing it soon, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna get on OnlyFans. I mean, I have one, but I'm not showing
on it. Ooh.
I'm not showing anything off on mine. I'm just following. I got to be honest. I'll admit this. I am on OnlyFans, and anytime anybody, just about, there's a few exceptions, anytime anyone is on my Facebook feed that's a friend of mine, they're like, hey, I got my OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I got to see what they're doing. I just want to see what they're doing. And then
that's human. Anyone out there
I'm very curious.
Yeah. If you find out someone that you know is on OnlyFans, like, I'll admit this. Maybe there aren't enough degrees of separation with.
Admit it. You got an OnlyFans and you follow people.
No, I don't have an OnlyFans, but you can search someone's OnlyFans, and even if you don't have it, like, there's stolen shit, which I feel kind of bad looking at. But like, I knew somebody who was on it, a girl, and I was like, I have to see. This is crazy. Like, if you know the person, there's something in you that's like, I have to see this person I know.
I'm just curious what they're doing. Are we doing full on hardcore? Are we just, showing a little cleavage? Just maybe you just painting? It could be whatever. Not every OnlyFans is like a full on porn thing.
Yeah, but it almost feels, this is terrible, but doesn't it kind of feel like a jip if you like pay and then it's just like someone painting?
Yeah, it's not great. There's definitely times where I was like, all right, let's see who it is. Let's see what they're doing. I've seen it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I was curious though. That's my curiosity was then done with, so to
business idea. I put shoes on in an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think you put multiple layers of socks on.
Covers, socks, blankets.
The more layers you put on, the more people will buy. That's what I'm thinking.
See, there's a silver lining to everything.
Yeah.
But we're rewatching The Office too, which you'll be happy about.
I do love that show, but I'm not coming to Mexico City to watch The Office with you.
No, but you're going to be so tired out from like walking around all day because it's such a walking city that you're going to want, before we like, shower up and go to dinner, you're going to want to crack a Victoria, sit on the couch and watch,
A Victoria? What the hell's a Victoria?
the best Mexican beer. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I don't drink beer. You know that.
All right. You have to drink tequila, not vodka. You're not drinking vodka down here.
I'll drink whatever I want down there.
You goddamn son of a bitch. Not in
I'll
my
drink
Airbnb.
whatever. All right, fine. I'll get my own Airbnb, bigger and better, and across the street from yours.
Honestly, it will be better. No, I love our Airbnb, but it is just it's a little elderly.
Yeah, you're in Mexico. You're in not a third world country, but you're in a country that definitely deals with some issues and poverty, and you're there complaining because the outlet doesn't work in one room and the water doesn't get warm enough.
I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what's going on.
All right, I know.
I had actually, you know what? I'd be interested how people feel about this, but also I don't care is kind of the point of what I'm about to say. Is I did have someone yell at me about that post about the Airbnb, and they were like, I went through Hurricane Katrina and had to sleep in a, I don't know, a tent or some shit for 3 days. And so don't you complain to me. By the way, this is another well-to-do white girl.
Yeah, I also want to point out this complaint that they just gave you is so crazy because they said that they went to Hurricane Katrina. You're on vacation. So, it's not the same thing.
Also,
if I don't have warm water during Hurricane Katrina, I'm not going to say a goddamn thing. But fucking on vacation, you can complain.
Yeah. She literally said, I'm going to throw hands.
Wow.
Yeah. She was like, shut the fuck up. So I wrote back I feel like it was very like, not too aggressive. I was just like, I'm going to keep posting about my life.
Yeah. Fuck the haters, Jamie, which is all of them on your feet.
I am what I am, and what I am is a terrible
white bitch. Have you done anything exciting yet? Anything cool?
I mean, I think that I think I'm exciting, but I know you're gonna make fun of me.
Let's hear it.
So
I was gonna do that anyways.
No, but you know what we should do? We should do something unique because we're just going out and partying and like this.
I like doing that. That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, but we should go do like see Lucha Libre or something.
Yeah.
Right? Something
can you find some wrestling thing? That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I've only ever seen luchadores in Houston, ironically.
Yeah, I've never even seen one. I saw Rey Mysterio Jr. once when I was a kid, but you don't know who that is. But
I have no idea.
He's a WWF guy, WWE now, whatever you want to call it. But
so after that clip of you saying I look like Randy Savage, and the only reason I knew him was because of Slim Jims.
Slim Jams.
Slim Jams. Well, the only reason I even knew that was because of the marketing. And then I was like talking about something about the clip with Jeremy, and I was like, but Randy Savage is it's Hulk Hogan, right? And he was like,
oh my God. I hope his reaction was the same as mine.
He was Hulk wasn't his God-given name. It's not like he was like, just think of the names. He's like, it's not Randy Savage then became Hulk Hogan on.
They're two different people, right?
Now I do.
Did he know there were two different people?
Yeah, he was. Okay. That's what he was trying to say. He was like, their names. He's like, you think their real names were Randy Macho Man Savage and Hulk Hogan? And he changed it from Randy Savage to
Hulk Hogan's real name is Terry.
Yeah, it's the nerdiest name ever. They're all every actor. I'm surprised. There's so many actors whose real name is like, it's a little anti-Semitic. There are a lot of Jewish actors that change from like Taustenbaum to like Fox.
Well, there's nothing sexy about a Jewish last name. I'm sorry.
Even Leon Trotsky, we went to his house here. He was killed with an ice pick in the back of the neck.
Got him.
His name was like something like that too. It was like Len Bronstein.
Lenny Goldenbaum.
Yeah.
Now that's a dreamy hunk.
Well, maybe he would have been better off if he would have, lived as, Bronstein and just kept it moving.
I don't know who this guy is.
We're big nerds with history, so like he's a big communist, and then when Stalin came into power, they were bros. They were both communists, but Stalin got really like nervous that everybody was against him at all times, so he would like wipe out people, like their entire families and stuff. So this guy knew when Stalin came into power, he was in trouble. So he was like exiled in multiple different countries, and hit the last place this Russian dude ever lived was here in Mexico City. And you see the house he was in, he had all kinds of security so that like Stalinists wouldn't come in the night and kill him. But there were several attempts on his life. And then finally one crazy dude came in and ice pick to the back of the neck.
Damn.
Yeah. Pretty intense.
He moved though. Why do they care once he was gone? I thought.
Oh, they wanted him because Stalin, like all these like intense communist leaders, Stalin, Mao, they couldn't enjoy their life. They're always looking over their shoulder. Stalin was just a paranoid motherfucker. And so he couldn't just kill one person. He's like, oh, well, I have to kill their son too, because their son is going to resent that I killed them and then try to do a coup in 20 years when he's older. And so he would just wipe out entire groups of people with his secret police. Wild shit. Stalin killed more people than Hitler.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's
he
a
hated
lot.
Jews too.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really light stuff.
Yeah. I don't know how we getting into who killed the most. I don't understand that. But
because you asked me what fun stuff I'm doing in Mexico City, and I'm going to Leon Trotsky's house.
That is fun. Yeah, I got a new Hitler joke. I can't do it though. I mean, I can do it, but I'm trying to work it out still.
What is it about?
It's not really Hitler. It's more about Hollywood. How it's always been pretty racist, not inclusive, but finally they're getting attacked enough where they're like, all right, finally we'll let an Asian person play an Asian person rather than taping up a white guy's eyes, and so they'll like let people play, they'll let representation by different races happen, which is great, and because that's important to everybody, but it's not really important to Germans, because you never see a new Hitler movie come out and they're like, anyone can play. They're like, let an Asian guy play Hitler. We don't give a shit. Let Hitler be black this year. I'm working on it. It's a good idea.
I get the idea. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun idea, but I'm still working on it.
Can you do a German accent, like a German guy being like, I don't want to play Hitler?
I don't think I'm an accent guy. I could try though. What is the thing that Germans say?
Just get drunk with me in Mexico and you'll start doing. We'll
record us doing accents and it'll all sound racist. So just a bunch
You're
of
allowed
white.
to do a German accent, I think.
Just a bunch of whites doing accents.
You're allowed to do a German accent.
Yeah. Sprechen die Deutsch? I don't know. Is that a thing?
That was the language.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I even put a hand up. Good thing it was off camera.
No.
I was trying to do an impression.
Don't admit it.
Well, no one can prove it.
You just confessed.
No, I said I think. And also I didn't it didn't fully go up, listen. Let's move on. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm sick of being here. It's hot in Texas. Is it hot there in Mexico too? It's got to be, right? Just as hot?
It's perfect. So it's higher elevation than Denver here. I was just saying, this is so boring to talk about the weather, but it's like highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s. It's the shit. It's perfect.
Yes.
My dog is like truly a new dog. The parks are gorgeous. People need to come here. It's completely safe. I used to say it's inexpensive, but I don't know. There have been some annoying people gentrifying the city, so it's a little more expensive now. I wonder who those people are.
I got some Mexico money to spend. I forgot to change it in from last time I went.
Mexico money?
Oh yeah, Mexico money, baby.
Are you trying to say pesos?
Well, that's not what I'm trying to say. I just described it as Mexican money.
No, you
Mexico,
said Mexico
but it doesn't.
money.
It doesn't matter. Nobody gives a shit.
Well,
Nobody gives a fuck.
It's gone way down in value. So
What, since a month? I was in Mexico a month ago.
oh yeah, you were in Mexico a month ago. I forgot about that.
So I'm hoping it's still worth the same.
Oh, it'll be cheaper in Mexico City. You're in a touristy area. Oh yeah, wouldn't be the mess hall if you didn't burp into the mic.
Oh, I've done it 3 times. I think you just missed it every time.
Thank God. No one ever gets on you about that. They just get on me about my bunions. I think about people.
I think my burps have a charm. I think the fans like it. They're like, "Oh, look at that man. What a man." That's what everyone says about me.
Is that manly?
I don't know. No one says that about me. That was the joke.
I don't think that's true either. I think you look very manly. You're like a big bearded dude.
Oh, thanks. Fat joke. I'm kidding. All right. I think we knock out a question here, huh? What do you think? Should we give out some advice? You're in Mexico.
Wait, I didn't ask you about LA.
Oh, okay. We can talk about that. It was horrible. I hated it. Every aspect of it. It was fun. I took the kid on the vacation. He's 14. I love him to death. We'll start there in case he hears this. But I love him. But I took him to Universal Studios. We did the whole cut the line, like the VIP ticket, fast pass, buying him everything, a donut the size of his head, like all this shit, just spoiling the hell out of him. And halfway through the day, I go, "Are you having fun?" And he goes, "I could take it or leave it." And I wanted to kill him. I lost my fucking head. I was like, but I just held it in and wanted to cry. I screamed and cried on the inside. It was insane. And it was nuts. And then I took him to Vegas the next day. And I was like, let's go walking. There's so much to look at. There'll be street performers. There'll be all this shit. There'll that. He didn't want to leave the room. He just wanted to be on his phone the whole time. I finally got him to go to a couple shows. And we saw the Beatles Love, and he liked that a lot. And that was really cool.
Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Yeah, I took him to that. It was a great show. It's my second time seeing it, and I enjoyed it just as much. And then I took him to see Piff the Dragon, the comic. It's like Piff the Magic Dragon or whatever, or Piff. Puff? He was on Piff. He was on America's Got Talent. He dresses up as a dragon. He's pretty funny. Follows me on on Twitter. That's the only thing that impressed my kid the whole trip. Is when he found out the guy follows me on Twitter.
I'm confused about your kid's taste.
Trust me, I don't get it either. But we made the best of it. We had some moments that were really fun, but he's 14 and he just doesn't care. That's all it is, I think. And he doesn't give a shit. And I'm like dancing in front of him, like, please love me again. And he's just like, meh, I don't care.
Can I give you like a tiny bit of perspective? Because it's been happening all weekend long. Is that my big brother came into town. We have the same mom, different dads.
Okay.
My big brother and I were like ignoring Jeremy all weekend, just like getting drunk and talking about our mom, which is like, and just how, and our mom isn't like you. She didn't take us to Universal. She didn't take us to do things, with one-on-one and get to know her. But even though she was so much shittier of a parent, then you're clearly a good parent and love your kid and wanted to make sure your kid had fun. And even with our mom, we were all weekend long when we got drunk enough, we were like, man, we weren't fair to her. Man, we weren't nice enough to her. And I even realized that by the time I was like,
I thought you hated your mom, and now you're saying you weren't.
So people are complex.
Layers are peeling back.
I don't speak with my mom, but we both were talking about how, like, when we were teenagers, we went out of our way. Like, it's one thing to not speak because a person is toxic and set boundaries and decide you're not going to be in a relationship. It's another thing to, like, as a teenager, I would purposefully be aggressively shitty and break rules. And like the craziest drugs I did, the biggest losers I dated were all when I was like 15, to 18 when I was under her roof. And part of the reason I made the choices I did was just to piss her off. Like I was just pushing, there's like a pushback. And I think even by the time I was like 20, 21, I was already apologizing. So I'm just saying, like, my point is that right now he's in that phase of like kind of being
Not caring.
yeah, but it's gonna go away and he's gonna apologize to you about this and you're gonna laugh about it.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe not. We'll see.
I
hope
think
so.
And I'm saying that because based on the kind of dad you seem to be putting forth the effort, I still am giving the benefit of the doubt to a woman who didn't even put forth the effort. At least you're trying. He's going to see that when he's an adult.
Yeah, I hope so. This is sad now.
No, it's sweet. It's
no,
sweet.
but
It's going to be good is my point.
yeah.
It's happy. Let's
we
give
had
it
some
back.
good we had some good moments. We went and we saw the 2 shows, and the shows were fun, and he laughed, and there were good moments there. But overall, he's 14 and he just doesn't care that much. And if I had advice for anyone who has a 14-year-old, it would be kill them. Just
You were a dick. You were out. Weren't you in the woods drinking? Like,
yeah, I wasn't a dick though.
Were you not? I was a dick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just drinking to not be a dick. How else do you not be a dick?
Therapy.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
one too.
Not hanging out with my mom anymore. I know that sounds counter to what I just said, but
I know, a very confusing relationship with your mom.
I
but
love the lady.
I think we're slowly peeling you like an onion.
Yeah.
And so eventually we're going to get down to nothing. Just going to
you can love someone and not be able to be around them, you know?
That's true too.
That's what I'm saying.
That is true. Let's give out some advice.
Yeah, half the people who call in shouldn't be around the person they're around.
And they shouldn't exist. I agree.
That's a usual theme. All right, we've got somebody reaching out. The subject is, I can't hold a conversation. I've always been very introverted, but I recently got a girlfriend, and now I have trouble handling all the emotions I've been feeling recently. I've gotten more confident, but it doesn't make me more talkative. When I'm with her or with a family member or a friend, I can't find anything to say. I'm scared that she might get tired of how quiet I am, and I feel guilty making her do all the talking when we are together. I just feel like I have nothing to say. Nothing comes to mind. It just goes blank. I don't know what to do to improve my conversation skills. Any advice?
That is I don't know. My advice is not going to come off nice. I know that much. Let's go with Jamie first. We'll bring it down.
Me and this person need to Freaky Friday our personalities halfway, like where I shut the fuck up half the time and they take half the talking. It might be great. This is a dude who's in a heterosexual relationship?
They did not specify, but that's what it reads like.
So based on that, women love to be listened to. So you might be turning her on like, ooh, he's listening to everything I'm saying by not talking. So this might actually, specifically in the confines of like a romantic relationship, a heterosexual romantic relationship, if it is a girl you're with, I'm making big stereotypes, but generally this could really work in your favor because being a good listener is great. That being said, you do need to be able to bring something to the table in conversations. And maybe, I wonder if it's just with the girlfriend, because if it's just with the girlfriend and not with other people, like,
she's not the one for you.
I wonder, yeah, like if you're not interested in talking to her, then maybe she's not.
I have dated before in the last couple decades, unlike Jamie. I
dated in 2013.
Okay, so I've dated within the last 10 years. And I will say there are times that I have gone out on dates with people and I have had nothing to say to them. And I realize it's because we didn't click. We didn't have that, you know? And sometimes that's just what it is. And I can talk to people pretty easily, but sometimes you just run out of shit to say because you don't mesh well with that person. And I think this sucks for you, buddy, but kind of sounds like this isn't the one for you. But I could be wrong, but I'm never wrong. and I'm right. And I'm sorry that you have to hear it, but I
Andrew,
think
don't you think based on the way that was worded, though, that it's also maybe a confidence issue? Like, it sounds like he might be socially awkward with more than just her.
well, I'm only going off what they said, right? So, and I get being socially awkward. I can be that with the best of them, but there are times where like, and the word, you know what the worst part about it? I do feel for the guy because there are times where I've been in conversations where I'm like, oh shit, I got nothing to say. You stop listening to the person because in your head you're like, all right, Andrew, think of something to say. What should you talk about? And then you like see you just see nothing. You just see blackness. You're like, you can't think of anything, and you're just like sitting there like, think of anything. Nice shoes. It's awful. It stinks, and it's not fun. And I honestly think it probably makes it hard for him to listen to her, even if you ask me. But at least in my experience, whenever I've been in that situation, it's hard for me to listen because I'm just scrambling to think of anything.
Yeah, but it'll seem like he's listening. That's what I meant. I don't know if he actually is, and if she tests him on it, then he's in
You
trouble.
could be screwed. Maybe maybe a little a cocktail helps because there's also been dates where we first meet up. It's awkward. We're not really saying much, and then we each have a drink or two, and then we're like blah 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 the whole time. A little liquid courage never hurt anybody.
But you want to know what it's like sober. Like I would always start with a coffee date because I'm like, I want to know if you can talk.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
get
know.
that. I mean, I try not to go get hammered with the person the very first time we hang out. That's like a fifth date kind of
I
thing, maybe
think
a
that
third.
this guy needs to generally, because I think what you just described about like thinking what to say, wouldn't you say that happens when you're uncomfortable? The more uncomfortable you are, the more that happens. If you're comfortable, if you're with Zod, that's not happening.
That has
Really?
for a second. Well, I've my brain. I'm a psycho. If you haven't figured that out yet,
I
my
just think
brain is it's always It's always going like this, and I have to focus. I have to try to focus on every conversation, or I lose it. Like my brain's always moving, and I'm stupid, and I get headaches just from like trying to do one thing. I got this ADD or something awful,
Well,
and I
you
just can't
and this
think.
guy need to trust yourself a little bit more to just like, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to make a joke, or you can just like, I think with this guy specifically, she might not be the right girl. So maybe it's just about her. But if it's a bigger thing than that, just work on yourself, because I feel like the more comfortable you are, the less awkward that you'll feel. And I know that that's not like a quick solution. That's like a lifelong process. I have like this much more confidence than I used to with like so much effort, but it's worth it. It's the best feeling in the world to know it's grown, but I'm so far from confident. I'm still talking about the bunions that one weirdo on the internet wrote about 2 weeks ago, We all have we're all insecure, but the more you work on yourself, the better your other relationships are going to be, including with this lady or not with this lady. Yeah. I think he just needs to work on himself.
Yeah, I think you break up with her.
I feel like Ben,
That's just I think the theme of my advice is never good though. Let's be honest.
No, we need to have Scott make a compilation of the advice where you just say just break up. That's always Andrew's advice.
Get a divorce, break up. I want everyone to be alone like me. That's what I think.
Oh my God, don't say that, Andrew.
If we're all alone, none of us are really alone.
None of us are
That
ever
doesn't make
really
any
alone
sense.
because we have ourselves, because we love ourselves, and then we're not socially awkward, and then
Shut up.
Can talk to people. By the way, says the person who needs to be alone. Like my brother was in town. I don't know if other people are like this. This weekend when my brother's in town, who I'm super comfortable with, adore the guy, but I'm just like, I just need an hour every day where I'm not with y'all. So we'd come back from the day and the guys would sit on the couch and crack a beer, and I would just leave for an hour just to get away from people. So I'm not like Miss Social Butterfly. I need to be away from people.
Of course. Yeah. I get that. Well, no pressure when I come. I hope we don't see each other the whole time.
I don't feel pressure, but I will feel the need to explain everything. So if I go for an hour, I'll be like, I'm leaving for an hour. I need to clear my head. I just say everything I'm feeling.
We don't have to hang out the whole time. Literally, like we'll hang out. It'll be fun. We'll do the podcast. We'll hang out, and then I've got work stuff. I got life. I got things. I'm a
You
person.
need to see your friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my friend. We're gonna probably go to a strip club one night. You probably won't want to do that.
Nah.
Or you might.
I've gone to more in my life than Jeremy has, and like I'm good on it.
Maybe me and Jeremy will go.
Really good. I'm good on it. As long as he can look, just no touching.
Well, it's a strip club. I think it
No
might be different.
touching.
Yeah. What is that? But
That's
yeah.
exactly what you think I would be doing.
Yeah. Is that
Jamie,
what you're
you
gonna?
just turned into a Russian madam that your mom was.
No touching. Nah.
No
No
touching.
touching. It sounds like the soup Nazi is what it sounds like.
That was my first impression.
No
too.
strip club for you.
Oh man, when you guys get back, we have to wrap this up. But when you guys get back, we got a whole new podcast set up.
Oh,
I have been working on that. So that people, we'll see if we have remote control cameras. They zoom in, they zoom out. It's pretty crazy.
Bunyan zoom in, Bunyan cam.
It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, we got 4 cameras. They all move. They're mounted. No more stands for us. We're standless.
Oh wow.
Fancy.
Yeah, they're mounted on the walls. I got one more to mount, and it's gonna be wild. I tell you, you guys are gonna love it, and it's gonna work better. No more glitching. I fucked with some glitch stuff. It's gonna be great, and I hope that what's funny is the production value. They're not going to tell a single difference, I bet. And I will have spent thousands of dollars and hours in that room.
I have an audio engineer friend that listens, and I will say, for what it's worth, he always sends me like audio, like he's paying attention to that stuff at the very least, and he'll send me like notes about it. But can I give one little like motherly thing that I will say? Because I like my alone time. I love you, Andrew. You're awesome. But I think, yeah, you should go do whatever you want to do. We should try to you got to do the Friday show. I committed us to that.
Yeah, I want to do it.
But other than that, I will just say, please, please, please. I want everyone to know Mexico City's safe, and all those neighborhoods I texted you are safe. But I'm guessing that a strip club, it might be, just know what neighborhood you're going to.
Oh, I don't know if we'll actually go. We might go, but
take an Uber. Don't take a taxi. Don't wander around the streets in a weird neighborhood.
I've been to Mexico before.
This is different. Please don't die. This is not Cancun.
I'm okay. Look at me. I'm a big man. I know who's messing with me.
Andrew.
What?
Don't be a retard.
And that's the show.
That's our whole advice to everyone.
Yeah, don't be a retard.
Oh, that was so heartwarming.
Well, man, I had something else I wanted to share before we go.
Your hair looks good. I know your hat's on, but it looked good. Yeah, it's looking great.
That's not what I was trying to share, though. I had something.
You're pregnant.
Nope. We'll just have to wait till next time. Womp, womp, womp.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. All right. I can't remember it. That's just what happens when you eat an edible before a podcast.
Yeah, I was dead sober for this one because I have to go work out. So,
hey, that'll be fun. Have fun. Follow me at No Youngblood. Oh, I got dates. Can I share those?
And please talk about your taping.
Yeah. Well, I got my calendar. We're about to pull up some dates. Yeah, this is where I write my dates down. What do you think?
I think this is the closest.
Big calendars.
This is the closest we've ever been to live since it's going to go up tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is perfect. What do I got here coming up? We are in August. Let's start. Oh, this is coming out tomorrow. This Friday, Eureka Brewing and the Glow Show at the Secret Group. I got those two. September the 22nd, 23rd, Milwaukee. Please get tickets to Milwaukee. It's my first headlining weekend. I'm very excited. You guys are going to get to watch me bomb 3 times in a row. It's very exciting. And then I am doing Dallas with Daniel Van Kirk. We're going on tour. We got a ton of dates. Oklahoma City. That's with Mark. That's all over the place. And then finally, my special, December 8th and 9th at the Secret Group. Please get tickets now because they are already almost sold out, which is very exciting. Jamie's going to open because I asked her nicely. I saw that Ben already bought tickets.
I got my tickets.
I probably could have got you on the list.
Hey, man, I'm supporting you, bro. Actually, if you can get me good seats, that's all.
You got to be near the back, buddy. I don't want to see your face. You can't be in front row.
With Ben the whole time.
And you gotta be hiding in the rafters. But yeah, December 8th and 9th. Please come out. I'd love to sell it out super early and get one thing off of my back stress wise. Please, Jamie, what do you got?
Yeah, so follow me at the Jamie Rowan. Like you see, I'm so bad at this. On Instagram, please, and follow at the Mess Hall Pod. And of course, Andrew forgot the very important, 5-seater show on Friday, August 25th. After I made a booking at a place where you have to come to lunch on Friday, actually, and so does your friend. He should really come to this place, Contramar. So
we can't promise him. We can't promise him, but I'll be there.
Well, we might be drunk at this show.
I'll be drunk. I could do 10 minutes blackout underneath on 8 kinds of different drugs. 10 minutes is nothing.
Listen, if you're an expat in Mexico City, it's going to be fun.
Come on out.
But yeah, just follow me. I'm out of town till early September, and then going to New York, and we'll be doing shows there. But I update my website, so just jamieroncomedy.com. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Later.
Bye.